Hello family, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wagwan Yaman. Greetings to you all. Welcome back to Pamela's World channel. I hope you are doing fine. So if it is your first time to be in Pamela's World channel, please consider subscribing, give the video a like, share the video, watch the video until the end. So my family, we are back here. I'm very happy, I'm very thankful for you my people, because you always have my back. Thank you so much for your support, for the overwhelming comments, all the likes, and the subscription. Thank you so much. So may God bless you, and I'm happy. So now today we are back here again with our reaction video as usual. So if you are new, they are not personal as people think, but it is what it is. That is, we are here just to agree and disagree. So today we'll be talking about Marwa. We'll visit Marwa Sensor. Is he still in Malawi? Did he go to another country? Which I think I saw. I watched the video. He went to Zambia. So we'll see about that, because there are so many things we have in store from the Marwa and Rocio mom. And again, we have Davy Jr. here, because the video of Davy Jr. I have not analyzed it, where he was now becoming like... anyway, we'll talk about that, because he came out and apologized to his host, the South African host. We'll talk about that. And we'll talk about Dee Mwango now is in Trinidad. What is happening in these streets? What are people saying after being warned? What is she getting? What are the vibes on the street of Trinidad? Those are the things we are going to talk about. And the message which Marwa got from the villa, we'll talk about also, because the villa is leaking now again. What are we going to do with this, our house? Because we have a baby who is coming soon. What are we going to do? We have guests from the US who are coming now in 2 weeks' time. What is going to happen? Because it is still raining in Nyaboanza. So all these things, all this we are going to touch. So just stay tuned. Grab whatever is grabbable. If it is juice, water, anything you like to grab. And in the meantime, while grabbing, please subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Give me the likes. You know I like the likes, my people. Don't fail me with the likes. And now, you know, we are many here. If at all we can like and subscribe, by now we'll be far. But anyway, I'm happy because you love me unconditionally. So let's start with, who should we start with? Should we start with Davy Jr.? Yeah, let's start with Davy Jr. Because Davy Jr. came to clarify, showed the people, the father, because this has been something people have been asking him every now and then. So I saw the father appeared in his videos. Yeah, because I think he went and convinced him, Dad, please, you see with children, as being the last born, mama's boy, maybe congrats mom, went and talked to the dad, please Dad, don't fail my youngest son, because you know how their bodies with congrats mom. So I think this one convinced congrats dad, but even if you saw at the looks, congrats dad, he was not ready for this, because he was someone who was going about his duties, but he was just caught just to say hi, which he did. At least now people know he's alive, he's in the home, because the rumors had it he had left the home, but now we are sure he's there. So the only thing which is remaining for Davy Jr. to come and clarify is baby Castor, because he keeps also saying about the baby Castor. So after the father, the audience or the subscribers still are asking, now Castor is the one remaining, which I think he should come out here and explain or bring Castor here on the video. So now, my people, Davy Jr. came out very angrily, because he was very angry, according to the way you could see from the look, the expression, the way he was talking. Because remember when Marwa was seen in Malawi, he asked if there's anybody who can host him in these countries he is going to visit, because this one especially he mentioned South Africa. And the first people, the first family who came were the OJs. And the OJs, you know, they are the people who hosted the Davy Jr. And Marwa said, no, I'm sorry, because the interview which they did was like a reaction. That is what Marwa said. So Marwa said, no thanks. So Davy Jr., after hearing this, he didn't take it well, because Davy Jr. cannot address Marwa like this. He has to go cornering. He has to go cornering. He came back and said, I'm so sorry to what happened, and he didn't expect that, but it is what it is. He's very sorry, but he was very, very, hungry about that. because it's like it didn't go well with him when the brother didn't accept the offer. But it is what it is, because he decided, Marwa has his rights, his own rights. He can decide I cannot be hosted with the same person. He has so many people out. Maybe even the interview which David Jr. made with these people, it was not good interview, because the way he answered the questions were not right, because this seems, if they ask him this question, which means even Marwa, if Marwa would have accepted their offer, they would have questioned Marwa also. So this kind of thing, maybe Marwa showed this like maybe it will bring family feud, because if at all he agrees and goes there, the same questions which the viewer were asked, Marwa also will be asked, but that is not, will not do them good. But the junior didn't take it well and said it's like now he was now addressing Marwa indirectly, but everybody knows he was directing Marwa, saying, people who don't like me, that is not my problem. There are people who don't like me. Just say, Marwa, if you don't like me, because there's no one here out here who don't like you. Just say, my brother, if you don't like me. But you cannot force your brother also to do exactly what you want them to do, because these people hosted you, so if you should just feel comfortable to be hosted by them. So choice is his, and I don't think this should make you mad. You would have just left it the way it is. Even by you coming to maybe apologize here on camera, I don't think that was necessary. You would have just picked a call them, call them and apologize on phone. There was no need, maybe write an email to them, explain to them. But now coming online or maybe on camera and saying, and when we come here, we start talking about you say, oh, these are haters. Haters, and you bring things which you nobody knew. You are going to come out with this thing. Just a minute. So there are things out here. Maybe if you are a family and maybe you saw your brother didn't do something good to you or to the people who hosted you. It's not a must that you have to bring everything here on camera. Maybe you would have just called those people, talk to them, and hear them. But when you come, it's like you are apologizing to the audience, not even those people. The way you are putting it, you wanted people to know how you and Marwa are not getting along. This is what you've always been coming here to do. This is what you've been coming out to tell people, because each and everything you have to bring it here on camera. And then when people come and talk, you say, oh, haters, oh, haters. But you bring it here on your own, because this was something very small, something which you would have, even you yourself, just talk to your host, and then you finish without anybody knowing. But what did you choose to do? You choose to bring it here because you always want to put Marwa down. So according to me, in my opinion, that is what I saw. You wanted to put Marwa down. You wanted Marwa to look bad in front of the OJs, maybe, because they are also Marwa supporters. So that one, and then you said you love your mama no matter what. I think because Marwa also said, family has to be respected, not taking videos all the time. But you now addressing Marwa is like now you're addressing haters. And these things should stop, because you are siblings. This is what I'm saying. You are siblings. It will not take you far. Because you are still young, as you are saying. Don't be putting so much grudge in yourself, such that you cannot even talk to your brother. Something small you have to run and bring it out here. To me, that one I didn't like. I never saw it as a good habit. It didn't go well with me. Sometimes there are things you don't need to bring here on camera. Then later on you start crying. So now, where should we go now? Because let's go to Marwa. Or should we go to Dee Mwango? We will finish with Dee Mwango. Let's go to Marwa. So Marwa, Marwa is crying because he's not getting ugali, esima. Because you know in Malawi, Marwa used to get esima too. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. So Marwa thinks each country he goes, even in Kenya, he was not getting one free. So I wonder why this thing just stuck in his mind. Whenever I go, I will just buy one and get one free. So when he jetted in Zambia, because I will just analyze, because there are many things to analyze. So when they met, you remember he met the architect who drew that house, the villa. So he met him. And even before meeting him, Marwa talked about him, because Marwa always wants someone to take care of him. To take care of him. Because even immediately when he met this person, this architect, Marwa just said, oh, I hope he's going to take us from here and take us to his home. Who does that? Let someone just decide to take you home. Oh, this person, he visited us in the villa, my architect. Does not mean, you paid him, he was doing your work. So it was not free thing. He didn't come there to maybe for you to shout out for him. He came there to work. So you now looking for him to take care of you. Sometimes, sometimes at least there are things you should not even be saying. There are some which you can even, just sit on them. Even if you know I want this person to host me, you don't need to tell people. By you now telling him, I know you've come now to take us to your home. And that man said, definitely. Because now there was nothing else he could have said because he was on camera. Then now, when they went to the restaurant, because this one, architect, they have their cash, because, Marwa, when he gets someone who can spoil him, he can use you bastardly. But he doesn't know how to use people, because when he was taken to the restaurant, Marwa looked for what? Restaurant. What did Marwa look for? Marwa was looking, because each and every country or each and every restaurant does not mean country. Because even here in Kenya, where Marwa comes from, there are some hotels, maybe, the 5-star, 4-star hotels. Sometimes some of them don't have sima, ugali, but Marwa, the moment he gets or he sits in a hotel, the first thing he thinks is beans and ugali. So here in Zambia, he thought he was going to get, sorry. Talking a lot, sometimes you get choked. So don't feel amused. I'm human. Yeah, because I talk to you. So I can be choked with saliva, which is normal. I don't create it, so you just bear with me. If it reaches a time like that, you just bear with me. So now Marwa, when the menu was given, Marwa started looking for ugali. He was also trying to tell him this, but he was just consistently looking for ugali. After he was told there's no ugali, Marwa didn't feel good. He felt so bad. Rocio has to start explaining how Marwa, the food which Marwa likes, where he gets his food maybe in the local areas. So to satisfy his egos, because this is an ego now. If you are saying I've been traveling, maybe yesterday he said 61, it has been 70 now, it has reduced to 61 now. So now this is someone who has been traveling over 61 countries. Would you tell me this man would just be eating ugali and beans and vegetables only? And you want to try, when you are traveling, you have to try different types of food. Try them. It will not kill you. People eat those food. But now when you go in any restaurant, because this man was to pay for everything, you are not paying anything, but you with your ugali, Francisco is now starting to explain you like just local hotels. You felt so bad. Even after eating the things which they ordered, Mara didn't feel satisfied. Even by the time they were leaving, he was still talking about the ugali. Why come here and drink water which is expensive while I can buy this type of water in a supermarket? So Marwa didn't feel good, because each time, I think by now he should be working with the flour, because they have the Airbnb. Rosso can cook. Rosso can cook that. Even they can go to the supermarket and buy the flour. It's cheaper. So I think that is what he should do, because if he goes by the restaurants, he will be failed, because the countries which he is going to visit might not have a sima. He might not have a sima. So this attitude, I've been seeing this attitude or this habit with Dee Mwango also. When she goes everywhere, she's just looking for plantain and beans and fish. This is the same dish you see. So now you are in different places. Why don't you try different dishes? At least when you meet, maybe if you are in maybe Zambia now, next time you talk to a Zambian person, you tell the Zambian, oh, I was in Zambia, I ate this type of food. But you are in Zambia looking for isima, Kenyan isima. So even if you get a Zambian, what kind of talks are you going to say? What are the things you are going to share ideas? Because you should tell that person, oh, I know this type of food, I ate it in your country. But when you go to this country, you just look for sima. He just look for sima and beans and maybe goat meat. That is what I'm seeing in Marwa, and Marwa felt bad, but that was that. Then again, when he was talking to this architect, he told him there's a call which he has received from home. This is bad news again from the villa. This is the problem of using cheap labor, because even Ebole told Marwa is not an engineer. Now, if you are doing maybe renovation, the people who did the house first and messed with it. Next time when you are doing a renovation, would you go for someone who is not qualified? Would you go for someone who is qualified? Why did Marwa go for Ebole? Someone maybe, he told him, I'm not an engineer. But he convinced him, because Marwa, he likes cheap things, because when you involve the real engineer, the cost. But it's better to cost you a lot than to keep on doing renovation. Even the house itself, and how do I put it? Those machines up there can make even the house to fall, because remember the house there, where the house is put, it is a swampy area. So each time the machines are being used on top of such a house, and they are heavy machines. Remember what was done? First removal of the first cement on top of the roof. Again now putting another stairs or so. They use a lot of force. And then now he's being told the house is leaking. There's water beneath the terrace or so. Can you imagine? So donors, my friends, donors, what is going to happen? Because this is serious now. You don't expect Marwa to do this on his own. He has never done anything on his own. So this is now going to cause Marwa, and I'm very afraid what is going to happen now, because he's having visitors from the US in 2 weeks' time. And in 2 weeks' time, he's still in Zambia. He needs to reach South Africa. Do you think he's going to make it? I don't think so. And when he was bringing this issue, according to the way I feel, it's like now the blame was now on this man. That is the way I feel, because I don't see the way he was now trying to say it. Maybe he thinks this was not a good idea for this house. But you bring the architect, whatever you want, he will design for you. So I don't think the flat roof is good for Marwa. As at this time now, this flat roof is not good. If he can design that roof on a differently, to remove that helipad thing, to remove the helipad thing in his mind, I think that will be better, because he will keep on removing, and it is very expensive, and it might make one day the house to fall, because how do you start it? Do you call it? The foundation. You can't know, because that place is swampy. So I don't know how the foundation was made, but when their machines are being used in the house each day in, day out, the house might not be stronger again. So I'm feeling for Marwa. Yeah, as a human being, I feel it. But because he likes sipsing, he doesn't take any advice from anybody. Because this time of putting this roof, this was the best time Marwa would have looked for an engineer. Someone comes and tells you, I'm not an engineer, and your house has been leaking, and you bring this person again. Because he has that old man who are 100 years, who has been there have worked for, I don't know how, 50 years. So you think experience is. Sometimes it's not only about experience. Sometimes it's also about knowledge. If someone knows what they are doing. Experience, okay, experience is good. But how about someone who knows the knowledge? Knowledge also is wanted in such kind of thing. So I don't think Ebole had this knowledge. Okay, the roof was made, but the outcome, and that time it was rainy season. And people told him, Marwa, can't you wait for the rain to subside? What? To stop. Let me in layman English. To stop, so that, because if it is raining, water, some water might be underneath. And this is exactly what has happened. There's water, and it is leaking, and it is raining. So the only thing they are going to do is just to remove again the helipad. Can you imagine removing it again, and now starting to build what? So before putting anything, even before now, my advice, you should just think of another different roof. Forget about the helipad, forget about the flat roof, and think of something else which is going to last, because otherwise, because if it is done the third time, the fourth time, the whole house is going to collapse. This is what I'm seeing there. This is what I'm seeing there, because it is not a good thing. So now, remember that Malawian, the engineer, the bush engineer. The bush engineer told Marwa is working very hard from Monday to Sunday. Because I don't want to leave anything behind. From Monday to Sunday. Reason being, to please the wife, because the wife is not from Malawi. The wife is from South Africa. So whatever he's doing for the wife, to keep the wife in the home, in Malawi, not to think of her home country, South Africa. And what did Senso Marwa say? Senso Marwa said also, I bought Rocio, horses, to keep her from going to Argentina. So the people who are coming here, you don't like Marwa just bought, he bought the horses to please Rocio, so that Rocio cannot go back to Argentina. But is Rocio using the horses? Is Rocio using the horses? Nothing. Those horses are just there. Now donors are going to start donating for the roof again, because it has to be done, it has to be removed. So wherever you are, please get ready. Start looking for money to send for Marwa, because he will need you. You are out there because you know Marwa, the way he is. So that is your problem. It is what it is, and you better get ready, because Marwa is coming for money again. So now, where should we go now? Now let's go to Dee Mwango. Dee Mwango now is in Trinidad. Now she's going into places where people don't go. The dangerous places. And there's one thing which I just want to talk about, because you can go somewhere. Going somewhere, or maybe reaching there and coming back, does not make it safe. That does not make it safe, because now you went and came back safe. So you think that place is safe. No. Each and everything has got its time. So if people tell you this place is not safe, don't come here and say, but I went there and came back. And then there's one thing which she said. She told the man who was escorting, who was showing him her around, that I always meet good people. And when you meet good people, if you are a good person, if you are a good person, you will meet good people. The person told her, no, I'm not that good. I'm good, but I'm bad. I'm good and bad. So it is just that day maybe God is protecting you, but always heed for when people tell you, please don't go in such places. Even when I watched that video, I was so afraid. I was afraid for her because as a mother, I felt like this is not right. This is not right at all. When you are told, don't go somewhere, don't just brave it, because you are putting your life in danger and the Shen's life in danger. Because the person who is taking you around is telling you, even him is bad. And if you watch that video, the people whom she was meeting around, you meet them and you are blood. But it is what it is. I don't like the fact that she doesn't take advice from anybody. Sometimes life is very important. Yeah, if the real people who are there are telling you, please, this is not a good, not that good, but telling you it is not safe. So it is not safe. But you think if you go and come back makes it safe? I don't think so. And then there's something else which she has been saying now. Now I've come to realize, you have to know places before you go to places. He's been saying Wagwan all the times in Jamaica, Wagwan. Whenever in those countries, Cayman Island, those islands she has visited, she's always been coming here and saying, I come from Jamaica. I'm a Kenyan, but I stay in Jamaica. Who have not heard that? All her videos are full of that. I come from Jamaica. I stay in Jamaica. Only to leave Jamaica now, saying now I just visit Jamaica like I visit Trinidad. I come from Kenya. Yeah? No. You are a Jamaican. Why are you changing now? What has happened? You've been coming all the time telling people you are not an African. You are a Jamaican, because you are born in Jamaican in the first whatever. So now you are telling the Trinidad people you are from Kenya. You only visit Jamaica like you visit Trinidad. Is that not a change of mind? Is that not playing with other people's minds? What has happened? Why the change of mind? And you've been coming here every day saying you are a Jamaican. You keep on telling people. So is it that because you've been telling these people, because when you are with Jamaicans, because maybe you are in the company of Jamaican, now you tell them you are a Jamaican. But when now you are in Trinidad, you wash yourself from Jamaica. This is what I saw now. Because now I don't hear you saying, oh, I'm a Jamaican. I say in Jamaican. The only thing I'm hearing, oh, I'm from Kenya. I will just visit Jamaica the way I visit Trinidad. This is a change of mind. These are the things which we come here and tell you. Dee is just using Jamaican for views. Because she is no longer now Jamaican. She comes from Kenya now, which she denounced. And she's been denouncing Kenya every now and then. And now in Trinidad, because the people whom she's having are Trinidad people, not Jamaicans, because she only tells Jamaicans when she's with them, I come from Jamaica. So, and when she's with other people, Jamaican case is closed. That is D for you, and that is her. So now, there's another scenario which I saw. I've been talking about this quite often about her, because I believe when you give someone money, or maybe you give someone who a needy person, or maybe someone who begs on the street, I don't think there's point of coming to say I've given this to that, and then she what? How do I put it? There was someone who was begging in Trinidad streets, and then she gave Shane money to take to him, and then she came and said, she described you. She described you the way you are. If you are blind, you will say a blind man. That is what she said. If you are crippled, she might call you crippled, not that person. She called that man. I gave some money to go and give that blind man. People are not described with what they are. They are human beings. Say, I gave money to that person there, not a blind. That should not use that narrative at all. Maybe someone is crippled, you call that crippled person. No. You just say that person who is in need, whether crippled, whether blind. You don't use their status to name them or to address them. I didn't like that part, because that's a human being. He is a man. Just call him a man, not blind. I never liked that part. So that is her, and she has to come and say, I like giving. Give, but don't let the other hand know. Why tell the audience? Don't tell the people on camera what you've done. Let it go. But if you want people to know, maybe there's something you want out of it. So that is what I saw also there. So I don't think I have much. I think that is all I have. And there's one which is remaining here. So Dee took us to where the Hindus. How do you say Kri what? You know how you know it. So the person who was being cremated. Cremate what? Cremation, So that cremation was being done, and Dee showed us that, and there was one thing which she said, because as a reactor, there are small things which you pass, but I don't pass. That is why I'm here, to bring them here. It doesn't matter the age of a person. Everybody is a human being. But Dee said, oh, but he's old. He's an old man. He's an old man. So old men are good to die. What are you trying to say? Who said if you are old, you die fast? Even those old people, they have their family. Who cares for them? But the man told her, he's not old, he's just 45 years. So you see, this is to be for you. Judging people according to the looks, according to what they have, that is her for you. So those are things which I didn't like for her. But changing someone is not easy. Changing someone is not easy. And then that narrative of maybe when you meet somebody, if you have good vibes, and you meet someone, you will meet good vibes. So this is D for you. When she was being taken around, and in Trinidad Ghetto. So according to her, she's saying because she has good vibes, that's why she gets good people. So my question is, so those people who fall on the traps or maybe who get injured, they don't have good vibes, or they are not good-hearted people. I don't think that is the truth, because she likes saying this one too much, because she thinks she's the only person who has good vibe. You can have good vibes, but when your days have come, who tells you if you have good vibes? What are good vibes and what are bad vibes? This is what I don't understand. What are good vibes and what are bad vibes? For someone maybe who have never known you, what are the good vibes for them? You are meeting people for the first time. So what are your good vibes to them? You have to stay with people, then you can say, oh, they are our vibes are matching or what. But these are people whom we just met. And who tells you your vibes are good? So this is her mentality, thinking because she is good, that's why she meets good people. Maybe those people who are hurt, maybe people who get maybe injured through such kind of things, they are of bad vibe. I don't think so. They are just bad luck. You can fall, maybe that your day is not good, bad luck befalls you, then you get hurt. Or maybe it is just God. When you go somewhere and you reach safely and you come back safely, you thank God. It has nothing to do with your vibes. You don't control anything. No vibe here at all. So this one she should know, because she thinks she controls the life she lives. She does not. There's only one person who controls our life is God. If God makes you to go that place and come safe, thank God, but not your vibes, madam. So my people, that is all I had for you for today. Because yesterday I was not well, that's why I didn't upload a video, but now I'm here, back with our water on the seat. So thank you so much. I hope you like the video. I hope you watch the video until the end. And I hope you subscribe, share the video, and let me see you in my next video. Thank you so much, and may God be with you always. Bye-bye, and God bless.